a fabric store because I need to get some dye. We're doing a little work on an upcoming cosplay and I need to get some grit dye remover. I thought I had some, but I actually ended up having color stay. So that's just to help the dye, like when you dye some clothes, helps the color stay. So gonna head in, hopefully they have it. I know they have a lot of dye. So they had it, and now that I'm thinking about it, I actually might have this. I thought I did, but when I went to go look at my stash, I was looking specifically for the bottles that I have. And I didn't bother rummaging around to see if I had it in the box. But, you know, you could always use more of this stuff. Got what I needed. I'm gonna undye it and then bust out the sewing machine and take it in because it's a little too big, a lot too big actually. But yeah, it shouldn't be too hard of a fix. So this is the nightgown that I was talking about. It's for the cosplay of Jenny Joned, who was Morgan's wife on The Walking Dead, zombified. The Eileen West that I found is very big and the wrong color. New, these are 70 and up, thrifted. I've never seen them below $50, but I found this one for $15. So I scooped up and was like, I'll deal with the rest when the time comes. If the color doesn't come out, then I'll just have a nightgown, you know, no big deal. $15, can't beat it. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I have my sewing machine set up, so let's get to sewing. I'm gonna take it in about 4 inches on each side. It's pretty big, so hopefully that will decrease some of the volume and doesn't mess up this design that's on the bottom. I'm taking out this tag and these extra buttons here because when I sew it, I will be sewing them inside. I don't want to possibly lose the... can I do that? Is that gonna mess up? That's not gonna mess up these buttons. Oh Lord, here he comes again. I really just want to keep these buttons. That one, I don't care much about sewing into these tags. Do you guys know the funny thing is? I've been trying to play with him all day. Trying to give him some enrichment. And he's been ignoring me all day. The minute I'm like doing something, he's like, I need to be involved. Okay, thank you. He doesn't like when you talk about him. Okay, so 4 inches might be a lot though. Maybe 2 inches. I mean, I don't know. And also, I don't think that there's such a setting as a basting stitch setting on the machine, like a preset. I think I have to use the regular straight stitch and just increase the stitch length. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put in the pins and then try it on with the pins in, and hopefully I don't poke myself in the process. So if I was a prepper or like planned videos in any sort of advance, I would have, you know, taken proper before and after to show you how it fit and how fitting now. But since I'm not do everything spur of the freaking moment, it seems, I didn't do that, and I'm not gonna do it now, because that would mean I would have to take out all these pins, try it on, take a pic. We don't have time for that, so we're just gonna start sewing. I don't think I need to do the basting stitch. I feel like the whole purpose of doing that was to try it on to see if this amount of inches taken off was gonna work for me, and it is. So I don't need to do the basting stitch. I just did a quick try on, and I liked the fit. Some of the pins did come out with me maneuvering it, but that's fine. We're just gonna start stitching now because we get it over with. Yeah, so I don't need to do the basting stitch. This will work just fine. I haven't sewed in a long time, so I'm just like, what do I do? Anyway, let's start sewing. I'm gonna go straight to the overlapping stitch. Thankfully, the edge of the plate is just how much seam allowance I want to leave, or that's just how much fabric I want to take off, pretty much. I already sunk the needle. Okay, let's start. More or less straight. Yeah, on the back side, because I left the black in instead of going to the white. Now the other side. Alright, so this is how it's fitting. I could still probably stand to take it in like maybe 2 more inches. Like an inch from here on this side and an inch on this side, but I'm not gonna do it because I still want it to be flowy, and I feel like this is a good amount of flow. And it's only coming out to here. When I first tried it on, it was coming all the way out to like there. I have a little video that I'll insert how far it was coming out from in front of me. This is good. A little faster. I don't think it's gonna work. It's kind of dull, actually. Ooh, that went through. Now again, if I was a good planner, I would have had the water boiling to clean out the pot, because I don't want to get any old dye on it while I'm trying to remove this, but I'm not. So I gotta go. I could have I could have had the pot cleaned out while I was doing this. But we can start a different sewing project in the same realm of cosplay while the water is boiling to clean out the pot. So let's do that. All right, so the next little project I have to do is to take in these pants. So this is for my Spanish Jackie cosplay, and they're a little too big and they're wide legged. So I'm gonna take them in, maybe like an inch on each side. I'm gonna cut it at the knee, cut it off at the knee because they have to go into thigh-high boots. Anyway, so I don't need all this extra fabric. And then like taper it into the knee area. And I can hopefully save the excess fabric if I need it. Because some of the options that I'm seeing for jackets don't have lapels. I had hoped to thrift or buy a matching set so I could ensure that the reds matched. But I saw these in the thrift store. They were $8, so I was like, you know what, you can't beat these prices. I found the thigh-high boots that I need for the same cosplay at the thrift store for $10. So I ended up buying both of them. But yeah, hopefully I can find a matching jacket to this material. And yeah, so let's get on these alterations while the pot is boiling. Here's number 4. See there, baggy. Okay, so this measures 10.5, so 21 altogether. My thigh measures 17, so I'm gonna try and taper it in from 1 inch, 2 inch to 3 inches, and see how that works out. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. I might have to come back in and get closer to the crotch seam, but let's just try on this one half of the leg to see if it's too tight or what. That is perfect. That's exactly how I wanted it to fit. Exactly. I'm so hype. Okay, so I already dipped a little bit. You can see it's literally already working. I am hype. I don't think I need to leave it in. I think that's so the instructions said I might need 2 packets, and I was like, oh great. But literally I think we're good. I'm gonna leave it in. I don't want it to turn a weird color. Okay, so you can see those are my new stitches, and they're polyester, so they're not gonna dye. It's only gonna work on cotton, natural fibers. And wow, I cannot believe that worked immediately. So I am gonna leave it in. I hope it doesn't like under dye, if that makes sense, like turn yellow or something. On camera it's looking a little, I don't know, weird, creamy yellowy, but in person it's white. So I'm gonna leave it, gonna let it soak on the eye for about 10 minutes. That's what it says. Oh, I'm so happy this came out. I'm so happy the color removed so easily. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it for 10 minutes. Really like lift it up and make sure all the colors, all the nightgown is like evenly saturated, and take it out. Give it a spin in the washing machine, and then we'll see the final results tomorrow. Okay, so this is the final result with the boots. The thighs fit much better. There's no like crinkling in the boots. There's no extra fabric down there. It's very smooth. Now, I did cut the pants below the knee. They rose up a little to at the knee. Thankfully, these thigh-high boots go over the knee, and they also have some silicone. But I still might try and sew some elastic. I'm so gross and sweaty, sorry. Just to give that extra security that the knees won't roll up. But yeah, I am loving how it is looking so far. I have one more tiny sewing project to do, not cosplay related, but yeah, I'm gonna finish that while the nightgown is in the wash. And like I said, show you guys what the results are in a little bit. Okay, so this is what it's looking like straight out of the wash. My stitches have held up on both sides from their first wash. Both sides, it's looking nice and white. Now just gonna let it dry, make sure it doesn't do anything weird. No patchiness or yellowing. Beautiful, like I'm so hyped. Okay, so this is what it's looking like dry. Beautiful, nice and white. I did get a little stain on it. I don't know how, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna get distressed anyway, but no splotchiness. Came out really great. I'm so happy with the results. Like I said, it's a couple of days later. Completely different hairstyle, and it's also the middle of the night, which is par for the course with me, you guys know. But anyway, so yeah, this nightgown's gonna get distressed. I have to get the robe. Hopefully I find it in the correct color. I still have a couple of months until New York Comic Con, so we're gonna wait and see if I can find one that's closer to the size that I need. The color, as we know, we can fix. So yeah, y'all, thank you so much for coming along with me on this mini transformation of this nightgown, and also my Spanish Jackie, the beginnings of my Spanish Jackie cosplay. Stay tuned for the rest of these cosplay transformations for both these cosplays. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. As I got to the very